Alright, so we are officially getting a Naruto Part 3. This is... half of me is kind of worried about this, and half of me is just excited about this. Now, for those of you who don't know, we got some little bit of Naruto news. Now, apparently the director who did the Naruto Shippuden anime is saying that Naruto will keep continuing on until 2015 because of next year is the 15th anniversary of Naruto or something. And then we're getting the spin-off manga, which is supposedly tell the story about the loose ends of the last chapter, which is chapter 700. And also in December 6th, we're getting a Hinabe anime. I mean, not Hinabe. We're getting a special episode of Hinabe Hyuga, Hinata's little sister. Now, let's talk about the things that... Let's talk about the whole Naruto Part 3 thing. Half of me is kind of worried that it could be a Naruto GT, because Dragon Ball GT fucking sucks. And, half of me is worried about that, and half of me is kind of excited for a Part 3 because I really want to know the new characters, the new Konoha 11, and I want to see more of these characters' development. What are they? I mean, we only know a little bit about their personalities in the last chapter, so it's pretty cool to see them. It's pretty cool to see them in this way, but I'm all for a Part 3, but I'm just very nervous that it could suck, or... And the other question is this going to be ongoing, or just a short series? Like, is it going to be like a 60 or 70 episode anime? Who knows? Because apparently ongoing anime is kind of dead at this point. And, what I want to see in Part 3 is, I want to see something like a little different, like maybe focusing on Naruto's kid, Bolt. He should be the main character. Well, here are the characters that should be the main character. Bolt, Himurai, I think, I can't pronounce her name right, and Sarada. So those are the three main characters they should be focusing on. Now, let's talk about their attacks and abilities. Now, when it comes to Bolt, I don't want his attacks and jutsus to be the same as his father. I don't want another Naruto clone and stuff. I want Bolt's ability to be, like, different from his father, like the Byakugan. Now, you'll probably say, how can you say the Byakugan? They never possess it. They're never born with it. Let me tell you this. Since Bolt is half Uzumaki, half Hyuga, it could be possible he can awaken the Byakugan. Now, it could be like a different version of the Byakugan, but he can absolutely use like a little bit of Hyuga technique, like, I'm sorry, fast talk. He can absolutely use like a lot of Hyuga techniques, like the 8 trigram, 64 palms technique. He can also do the rotation. Maybe give him like little wind style jutsus or earth style jutsus, or you know, you can give him the Rasengan. You can give him the Rasengan and stuff, but I want his jutsus to be different from his father. Now let's talk about Sarada. Now, as for Sarada, I can see her attacks be like a little bit different from her father. Now, I can see Sasuke being her mentor and stuff, and then I can see her awakening the Sharingan. Like, imagine this. Imagine Sarada awakens the Sharingan, and then Sasuke saw how strong she is, so she decides to teach her how to use the Sharingan abilities. Like, she can use the fire style jutsu, she can use Chidori. I can see her using a little bit of medical ninjutsu, only a little bit. Also, she can use a little bit of taijutsus, and she can also use a little bit of you know, sword techniques. Like, I imagine her having like a little sword or a dagger for a personal weapon, and she can use it for her speed and abilities, like, you know, something like that. And let's go with Himurai. Now, as for Himurai, I can see her possessing the Byakugan as well. Like, I imagine her techniques be the same as her mother, Hinata. Now, I can see her using a lot of different Hyuga style techniques. Like, I can see her using the twin lion fists, rotation, 864 palms techniques, And I imagine her using the Rasengan. Imagine this. Imagine that Himourai used both the Rasengan and the Twin Lion Fist as her ultimate technique. That would be so badass. That would be so cool. Now, I'm all for a part 3, but I'm kind of worried it might suck or it doesn't. Because, let's face it, we all know what happened in Dragon Ball GT. And I'm all for it, but I have to see how it goes and how it does and, you know, stuff like that. For those of you who want to know about information about this, I'm going to put the link down in the description. Yes, I'll put it right there in the description. And I'm really, really excited for part 3, but half of me is a little bit worried about it. So, yeah. That's it I have to say. Nothing else about the Hinabe special, which is going to be promote the movie. And the spin-off book, we're going to get it next year, and I hope they fully explain things. So, oh yeah, I've also forgot to mention, now, when it comes to an enemy, I don't see a lot of big major threats in the part 3. Now, they can bring back Orochimaru, since Orochimaru is not really a big villain no more. They can bring him back from a cameo or something like that, and then they might explain what's Orochimaru been up to these years, and they can do like little threats and enemies in part 3, but not major big threats and stuff. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on Naruto part 3. What do you think? Will it be good? Will it be bad? Please leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.